Barb.
And now Bash Barb's going to do her Molly Ringwald impression, but more on that later. We'll be right back.
Bash and Barb!
We know you can't go anywhere because, pandemic. So let's take a jaunt through time back to 2019 when your only concern was whether your phone number had been distributed to the spam text lists. Yuck. How? Well, with our viewfinder, of course. Our new collection of slides will leave you with all the pre-pandemic feels like hugging.
Aw, that's cute.
Chewing without covering your nose.
God bless you.
Sharing shish kebab off the same skewer. And bobbing for apples at the county fair with 200 of your closest neighbors.
Wow, full head dunk. You don't see that often.
See? Act now and you'll get a free set of virtual reality goggles so you'll never have to leave 2019 again. Operators are zooming by.
Bash and Barb!
Now it's time to take a look at what we're going to be talking about a little bit later on in the show. Scientists potty train cows to use what they're calling a mooloo. Next, they'll train them to use utensils to eat hay.
Does kitty litter come in cow-sized bulk at Costco?
More on that later.
A monkey named Jojo ruins Monkey Mondays at a Florida restaurant after biting a child. Jojo said he was just monkeying around and not to take it personally. More on that later.
The police found a Sioux Falls man drinking a beer inside of a closed bar. If you asked him, he was drinking his Corona at the beach. More on that later.
An 820-foot bridge, pedestrian bridge in Ontario earns the new world record. That's one long walk. Maybe we should buy some stock in pedicabs. More on that later.
A Florida man is fed up with potholes in town and planted banana trees in the road. There's a good thing to plant that you won't slip on. Banana trees. More on that later.
A Colorado man's couch becomes a new hangout spot for a local bear. Woof! Don't poke the new roommate. More on that later.
Speaking of bears, a bear took a dip in a Massachusetts family inflatable pool. Speaking of... Speaking of his mama bear told the cub to get out of the pool because she forgot to bring his swimmies. A very smart bear, barely drowned. More on that later.
Bash and Barb!
We have a caller right now on line 15. I believe. Who is that, Barb? Can you see that? I didn't bring my glasses.
Yeah, I have Rocco Didino. You are on the air with Bash and Barb.
Hey, Bash and Barb, long-time listener, first-time caller. Rocco Didino here.
Hey, buddy.
I just wanted to tell you guys that I love your show.
Oh.
Nice. Thank you.
You know what else?
What's that?
It's really the singer. I'm just kidding. I put a virus in Philistine's switchboard so only my calls can go through. You're never going to hear another caller. You've been zinged by the singer. Zing. Goodbye.
Why can't we hang up on him before he hangs up on us, Philistine? I don't get it.
That is a great question. And how did he get a virus in here?
I don't know. He's obviously technologically savvy.
What? I didn't think that about him. I find that shocking.
I know. I mean, you'd think he's got a job being so tech savvy and day job, but he's been calling us all the time, pranking us. It's just, it's getting annoying.
Clearly has nothing to do.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, actually, you can give us a call on any topic. Don't prank us.
We're going to get it fixed. We will remove the virus and the switchboard will work perfectly.
Very true. And you could ask us for advice. And I think we have a telephone number. Philistine's telling us we got a telephone number that you could call at any time. What's that telephone number, Barb?
That telephone number is 646-883-ELF0. 646-883-3530.
Bash and Barb!
And now the less than helpful Wait, what are we talking about? Is that what we have right now? The less than helpful forecast?
Oh, yes, I believe so. We have the less than helpful Did we hire Gerald the Herald Johnstone?
No. Barb, the man, we got to the table to draw up some contracts, and then he threw me through that table. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I feel like we dodged one with that then.
I've got many lacerations on my back, and I was in the hospital for a little while.
Oh my!
I'm just saying, my guns failed me. You guys right here, you failed me, and I don't appreciate that. But
so who do we have?
This week we've got Blossom. Hopefully, bring some brightness and cheer.
Okay.
Let's give it a listen.
Hi, my name is Blossom, and this is my Weather Girl audition. So, this is going to be a really great week for you and whatever makes you happy, like your houseplants. So, as you can see, tomorrow we're going to have high temperatures with a little rain, which is going to create a humid atmosphere. And you know what? That's going to be really great for your tropical plants, like your monstera, or really anything that came from the South Pacific. It's going to love the humid atmosphere. But don't forget to still do your morning mist. So your morning meditation, misting your plants, and telling them to grow is still really important, even if the atmosphere is humid and they're already happy, because routines are great. So then you can see we're gonna have some showers, and that's gonna be great for your plants like your scindapsus that need a little watering. So as you can see, the leaves are a little crinkly. It's saying, I'm thirsty. So when it showers, it's gonna take the window, put it up, and go boop, boop. You're just gonna boop, boop outside. It's gonna get a nice little rinse. It feels so good. And then later in the week, we're gonna have some storms. So if you have plants outside, you're gonna wanna bring them inside, because that's gonna be not great for them to be outside when it storms. So if you have anything like elephant ear or bird of paradise, you're really just gonna wanna, bring them in, keep them safe, okay? And if you have a snake plant, stop watering it. Okay, great. Thank you. My name is Blossom, and it's going to be a great week for you and your plants. Bye.
I think she's really tapped into a niche market there.
Well, I learned a lot during that audition, really. As a fellow plant mom, I was wondering why my snake plant looked terrible.
Yeah. And you might want to stop watering it because you don't want the snakes slithering around.
This is true. Snake plants do look like snakes. It's very creepy.
Yeah.
But they do clean the air.
They do. That's the good thing about them. And all plants, really. So, she's really doing us a service. More than the weather, she's teaching us a little bit about planography.
Planography. I like her. I also liked how she incorporated that into her wardrobe. It felt very planty.
I know. Everything. I like the colors. I love the background she was using.
Oh.
I felt calm and at ease.
I did.
Just nice soft pastels, and I felt right at home. I forgot we were doing the show, quite frankly.
I feel like she might turn our studio into a greenhouse, and I would love it.
I would love that too. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
I like her.
Let's just say, oh my gosh, I spit on my mustache.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm so happy. If we don't hire her, then how would somebody send in their reel, Barb?
Well, of course, we are still holding auditions, and you can email us at bashandbarb@gmail.com.
More on that later.
Bash and Barb!
All right now it is time that we head on over to our traffic man, Jeff, up in that traffic copter. What's going on up there, Jeff?
There's so many reboots and remakes and sequels these days.
That's true. There are.
Yeah, is Hollywood getting lazy?
Well, I don't know.
And all the while, don't get me wrong, I watch all the sequels and the remakes, but don't get me wrong, I'm just over here thinking, why isn't someone remade Mr. Belvedere?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Mr. Belvedere was amazing. It was maybe the best piece of sitcom television ever created.
It really was.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the guy who played Mr. Belvedere, but he's probably the greatest actor ever. It's better than Olivier.
I think it was, what's his name? Christopher something, right?
Hewitt.
The warmth, the
Yeah,
humor,
that's right,
the
Hewitt.
love. Mr. Belvedere had it all.
Yeah. What about the traffic down there?
What do you think Mr. Belvedere's doing right now?
I believe he's dead.
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere died, I think, in 2001 there,
Oh.
Jeff. But he's off. We couldn't tell him that. I don't want to break the news to him, so I'm actually glad that we did not say that during Well, not that he can hear us anyway.
He doesn't listen, but
He really
Belvedere wasn't listening to his traffic, I can tell you that.
That is definitely for sure. More on that later.
Bash and Barb.
Now it's time for our TikTok tubular take, where we play our video of, that Philistine has set up for us. We have no idea what the video is or what it's about. She cues it up for us, and we give our TikTok tubular take in a segment we call TikTok tubular take. Philistine, what do we got? What do we have this week? Okay, what do we have here? I don't know what's happening. And we are all over the place. Philistine! Okay, it's a baby. Oh my gosh, I love this. These are the regulators. I believe it's the regulators. Round up.
I like his tapping. This is just...
Yeah, there's a baby in a car seat in the back, and he's just closing his eyes, really jamming out to this.
That I feel like he's got a great thing going. I think that should be a new
Really
anthem.
does. I love this. This could be our anthem for the show.
Oh well, that's just. I mean, you can keep it going.
Yeah,
but
you could keep it going, but let's.
You could.
We could, but let's end it, Philistine. Thank you so much, Philistine, for that. Oh my gosh,
fun.
We've got past episodes where I've just, been in poor spirits, primarily, quite frankly, because of the prankster, and not this one. I've got a smile. I got a grin, cheek to cheek, ear to ear, whatever they say it, nose to nose. I know, I got one.
How can you not? After that, how can you not? And, I like that he's really, a car seat, being stuck in a car seat might not, Bash, it might not be a fun thing, just like you're pranking, but look, he found the joy in it.
He did.
He really did.
You gotta take oranges and make orange juice with it. You gotta be able to do those sort of things, and that's what that little baby did, and he's an inspiration to all of us.
We can learn something from him.
That's right here on the Bash and Barb show.
Bash and Barb.
All right, right now we've been talking about cows. The cows in this Mulu thing.
I was thirsty.
Okay. Wow. Holy cow.
I just got
Barb. What the heck is that? You just
it's a water jug that is this larger than the size of my head.
I was gonna say the same thing. It is massive.
And
looks like 2 gallons.
Fun about it is you can keep track of where you are in your day. So you're supposed to drink this whole thing in one day, which is quite a task.
Wow. What are some of the messages on that?
Well, you have a 1 p.m. keep chugging.
Okay.
And then there's a 5 p.m. don't give up. And actually right now I'm at the 7 p.m. I'm almost finished. So if you excuse me.
Okay, she's sipping now. She has to meet her quota to get it to the next notch on her gallon water bottle. My goodness. Oh, you got a straw in that. So that's good.
You do. And so I am almost at 9 p.m. and I almost did it.
Almost did it. What happens when you're
I'm
done?
Not quite done.
Okay.
Well, I think you just refill it and start over.
You just keep going. Well, I don't know. Sometimes, I drink a lot of water in the morning, and then, then you might forget it if you work in advance. Do you set an alarm too? Because obviously you've got it on the gallon, but maybe you gotta, set an alarm for each notch. I don't know.
Exactly. I'm going to set an alarm just to make sure, and also just to kind of give myself a little motivation.
Well, you know what? Speaking of your water bottle, it's funny because, what I've been working on is I've got this belt. Holy cow. I got this belt right here that I've been I wrap it around my tummy, and I sweat out all the water that I've been drinking, throughout my day. So I take it out, and it's got this, and you can wrap it anywhere you want, but I tend to put it around my belly. So if you want to get a couple of layers off your neck, you could just zip it right around your neck and then sweat it out when you're running around all that water from the gallon that you've been drinking. So
so you're ridding yourself of the water weight on your neck.
Most definitely. Yeah, because that's the number one place where all of, the fat goes is right around the neck. So you want to get rid of that.
Oh, well, that's interesting that it was exactly opposite.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we get along.
That's true. We go hand in hand. We're like bacon and eggs.